Hello guys, Eco here. How are you today? Welcome to my new channel, Economy Gaming. I have started this channel because I wanted to go through some games in various of seasons where I could tip you with some tricks and in economy and building and such things and planning and management. Because that's my primary education. So we're gonna start this channel with Anno 1404 Venice add-on. This is one of the most, I think, complicated games in this kind of games. We're gonna start. We're gonna have various of seasons, as I mentioned. We're gonna adjust the settings to be in each season to be more harder. For now, we're gonna just play with in some kind of easy mode, where we're gonna
weigh anchor to set out on a new adventure.
Where we're gonna use.
I'm delighted to see you again. I've grown
We're gonna
really
use
fond of you in the meantime.
the essentials where we can focus on management and economy and building and urbanism and such things. So for now we're gonna play only with Wilhelm Vandermark. We're gonna leave these settings like this. This is also fine. This is also fine. This is also fine, and this is okay because we don't have some. We are not in the competition, so we're gonna just play and with some tips, and we're gonna upscale the hardness of the game through the seasons. So let's start this one. So as I mentioned, Anno series is, I think, for me it's the best economy game where you need to not only economy. There is a military, there is a planning, there is a politics, etc. And it contains various of things that we're gonna go through. We're gonna go step by step. This is, I need to mention this. This is my way. This is how I play. It's not mandatory for you to play the same. I have just found some tricks and something like that, how to make this game in one way easier, in other way much more complicated than it should be. In the Anno series, my favorite one is this 1404, because I think it's the most realistic Anno in whole series. I have played some other Annos, but I haven't played up till now. I haven't played Anno 2205 and Anno 1800, but I'm sure I will. What else to be mentioned? So I mentioned already that we're gonna go through basic of economy in this game, but also we're gonna try to build cities and other settlements to be as much as realistic and as they can. We're gonna try to provide to provide as much as goods to all islands, not just the main island. So we're gonna start this now. As I mentioned, we're gonna.
You can use this ship to find a new homeland, and who knows? Maybe
for now
one
we're
day
gonna-
you'll even sail it into Oriental waters.
For now, we're gonna just play with one player, against one player. We're gonna settle. I think this island is the larger one. It has, as you can see, brine, some little ore, but I think that will be fine. This one is also interesting, and this one, but I think that we're gonna build on this one because we have the biggest surface, I think, for the city. So we're gonna deploy the ships here. Let me see where Mark has
I once embarked on my first voyage.
He stopped here, obviously to see around. Yes, we're gonna start here. We're gonna have, I think that this is the best place for port, and we're gonna expand the city as it grows through all this through all this island. We're gonna also that's good island. We're gonna also go and colonize this island as quick as possible, because we're gonna have we will not need the water wells for this ships that came. Let me build. I think we're gonna start with this side or this one. I don't know. Let me start here. No, we start on this side because as we spread out with the port, we're gonna build another harbor master's office here. So for now, we're gonna build here.
You have more buildings available.
Thank you. What I do here, I didn't do it now, but we're gonna buy as quick as possible the goods from here, trading port.
It's always a pleasure to see you.
At Lord Richard. So we start to. We're gonna need to buy as much as goods as we can now, so we can spread, so we can grow quickly. So we're gonna. For now, we're gonna create a trading route where our ship is going to buy the goods in this port and deploy them here. So kill this, and deploy them here. Okay, then we're gonna buy some wood. Okay, we don't have wood, and sell them here. Santa Maria, our flagship. Okay, now go. So we're gonna start the spread here. What I usually do when I play with more players, against more players, I tend to colonize this island as quick as possible. But for now, But for now we're gonna go easy and steady.
Splendid. That's perfect.
Okay, thank you. So let me start with building the market. I usually try to have some place here for harbor and harbor buildings. I think then that we're gonna use some more space. I think here, yes. Okay, that's good. So I usually leave this space for wall. So 1, 2 goes wall, and we're gonna use. We don't need to go here. We're gonna go here. Yes, it is. I usually, when I build in Anno, I usually use 2 main streets, three blocks
A
wide.
player has opened up new land.
Okay, he opened up new land. Okay, bravo for you. He opened a new land at one good island, but okay, we're gonna manage to use other islands. Yeah, this one is good island for tools. Okay, so where did I? So now 1, 2 block for wall. So now goes 1, 2, 3 for first row of houses. Then the first street goes here. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And here we have our first main. Here will be our first main crossing. And so now we're gonna put our first market here. Okay. And our first fisheries or fisherman's hut, I said fisheries. Okay. Now we need to have some wood production until we get the wood from buying the wood. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's okay. That's enough for now. I need to mention that I usually try to have some order in building, but as city grows, this will be 100% demolished. And for now, it's okay to be here. So the next one. So we are gonna now build houses. Oh no! Oh no! 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 We need to move one further. Okay, just not to lose the. So we're gonna put here, and we're gonna put here. Yes, when building, it's always possible to make some mistakes, so be careful. It's not something that's to be worried about, but it's okay. How much wood do we have? Okay, we're gonna have wood. Okay, wood. So now we're gonna wait for Okay, we have some tools. Where is our... Okay, we're gonna go here and buy some
Please
wood.
accept my warmest greetings.
We can. Okay. Where is our... Here it is. Our flagship. Okay, we're gonna... as a port will go to... will spread. We're gonna remove these fisherman huts to some other places on this island, and probably we're gonna outsource them to some Orient island, as they have much more beach to use. Okay, we have some woods now for a little bit to buy. Okay, we did. I know what's happening here. Okay, okay, we have bought 11 woods.
You have more buildings available.
Okay. This place I'm gonna leave for... I usually leave this place empty because I don't want to destroy... You know, when you're building a cathedral, you need to destroy half city just to build cathedral. So I skipped that process, and I leave the empty space for cathedral.
Your settlement has been awarded a new status.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I leave
You take good care of your population.
I leave the empty space here for cathedral. I will decorate it to be as something like some park or something like that. But in future, it will be the place for cathedral.
I'd be delighted.
Okay, let's buy these goods here from here.
If there's anything else I can help you with, I hope you find what you're looking for.
Buy, okay, this, so
Let's shake on it.
Go start colonizing.
Marvelous.
Colonizing this island. We need to colonize it as fast as possible. We are now minus 30. Okay, we are going up. You will see that we're gonna spend a lot of
is sure to be delighted with
gold
this token of your respect.
because we are buying goods for now. And we'll need to wait. Okay, well, already full. We'll need to... damn it. We're gonna need to... what we're gonna need? We're gonna need to fill this... I'm gone. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yes. So this here. We're gonna go here and send the messenger to
What brings you
Grand
to
Vizier,
foreign lands?
so we can open up. Yes, now I see what did I talk about. We're gonna spend a lot of gold now, a lot of coins, because we are going to buy a lot of goods, so we can... that's, I think, the quickest way to to spread your settlement at the beginning, and then when we will have our own resources, we will gonna produce them. So for now, so far so good. Okay. Okay, we're gonna start with production of cider. We're gonna try to move it further. So this is one trick. I don't know if you have using it, but if you can go here, you can build here.
Have you brought a
But if
token of
you
your
create a
friendship?
chain of warehouses, and then if you destroy them, you have this. Okay, I'm gonna appreciate
The
that.
people are starting to talk about you.
Thank you.
I'll tell the Emperor that you've made a successful
Okay, I think that now Grand Vizier should provide us with his own
One of your
ship.
plans.
This precious ship
Here
shall
it
be
is.
yours. It is the Sultan's wish.
Thank you. So now we're gonna move it here. As I mentioned, I like to be as much realistic as I can. So we're gonna start with building with Orient warehouses, although they are quite expensive. They are quite expensive than the regular warehouses, but that's how I roll. Okay, you see, 20 gold coins for these warehouses, and if we're gonna try to build regular warehouses, but we can now with this ship, it will cost 10 coins. So we're gonna start with this, but the difference between the regular warehouses and
You have earned my recognition for this.
thank you.
you ventured into southern regions.
I hope we shall learn.
The difference between Orient warehouses and the regular ones in Occident is that when you build the
Let me be beside you to offer advice and
okay,
assistance.
I will.
You show foresight.
Well, you will see in some other series that I avoid to go to war as much as I can, because I try to use the maximum of my islands, but I don't say that I will not go to war. If I will have some needs to conquer to spread my empire. So for now, so good. Okay, we need. Where did I send my ship? I don't know. Okay, he's here. Okay, now we have started to build cider plants. Okay, we're gonna build them here. I try to be as much as organized as I can, so you will see that I always build farms on my own. I never use the automatic button for I never use the button for automatic spread of fields because they are inefficient and very much unorganized. I'm sorry for my because for my as you can hear my because I am new at this and my English is not so well. It's not very often used, but and it's not so much used, and I usually when I play this game or other games, I'm just sitting and commenting in my head, but it is quite different thing to talk aloud everything that I'm going through. So for now, I think 3 farms will be okay. We can build a fourth one. Okay, we're gonna have some place here. So these farms will go to other island will go to other islands. We're gonna outsource them as wood and as some other things, some other production. Okay, we have now opportunity to build
Come on,
church.
make yourself familiar with the construction of our buildings.
We're gonna build it here, I think. Okay. We're gonna build one here, and we're gonna build one here. And one other thing is that I always give rights manually because I like to spread the city, to spread the look of the city. I like to be more realistic, so I try to I don't know, to have, I don't know, wealthier inhabitants in center and so on, so
I've named one of my children
when
after
we go
you.
when we while we are spreading the city, we're gonna have those rings of wealth, as I'm calling them, where we're gonna spread the wealth around the main streets or some important buildings and so something like that. So you will see. Okay. Now we can now go with. Okay, we can.
Citizens are now also living in your city.
Okay, thank you. It maybe
You have a
takes
true
longer
knack.
for building to granting access rights manually, but I think at the very end of not very end. I think at the end of.
I was once driven by the
Okay, thank
same
you.
enthusiasm when I built my...
At the end of when you look at the city, you're gonna see that it's quite more realistic than if you let inhabitants to grant their accession rights automatically. So you're gonna have I don't know, one building here that was granted, one here, and that's not how I think was back then in 1404. I think that in that time the most wealthiest were in the center of the city, and as it spreads, the lower the lower classes, or I don't know how to say, the lower classes are much more outside of the center. So we're gonna use the ship to conquer another island here in the Orient, and I think that we're gonna use this island for building our Oriental settlement, because we don't want to use this island for building the settlement, because it's too precious because of the greenery here. So we're gonna leave it for, I don't know, what can we build here? We're gonna use it for, I don't know, coffee production. We can even buy some seeds for spices, and we're gonna seed them here so we can grow spices for our Occident, for our Occident. So okay.
Only the very best sailors have...
What a pleasant development.
Okay, he had already arrived. So now we're gonna need to check. I think this is maybe the best place for building. I don't know. This is maybe the best place for building. Yeah, here, go here. Because if you're building here, the port will be, I don't know, quite hard to manage. As you can see, we are going very easily with this series. That's the reason, because I know how William Vandermark, how he builds and what's his speed. And I think that we don't need to worry about him for now. Okay. So for now, where we went? Okay, we want to spread here the city. Okay, I think this is okay location.
The settlement of another player has advanced.
Okay, he is on the track. Okay, we're gonna build this here. Right. We're gonna start buying goods here also. And maximize the items. I'm not sure if we did that here. No, we didn't. So they can buy.
I need your assistance with this.
Okay. What's the custom goods stone? Okay. So we need to send ship to pick up those castaways. Okay, as we mentioned, we're gonna leave this place for cathedral, and the rest of the city will spread. Also, we will have the first wall ring here, as we wanted to protect, although we don't have some enemies to be protected from, but it will be essential thing for other series where we will need to provide protection as quick as possible. So we're gonna build this city as usual, as we... Okay, thank you.
Game saved.
As usual, and we're gonna build those walls. But then when we were going to spread the city across this island, we're gonna maybe, I don't know, we're gonna maybe destroy them or leave them. I think we will see. We'll see in the progress. With the progress. Okay, Daria is here. You can go back. You can go back. Okay, we have some other goods to use. We have stone now. And we can start with production of our tools. We're gonna need to conquer some island, to colonize some island with I think this island will be colonized soon because we have bigger amounts of iron ore, and we're gonna build tool production here, and this one is also good. But where we are now? We're gonna probably connect somehow with routes this island and this island, and we're gonna have massive scale production of tools here for the whole empire. And I think that's it for now, guys. We're gonna do some other things in another episode. I'm gonna try to put those episodes I think every 2 or 3 days, and we're gonna see how this series will go, and when I don't know how many episodes will it be, but I'm sure that it's going to be quite long, and we will see. We will have, I think, I don't know how much episodes, maybe 20 or 25. I don't know. We will see, and that's all for now, guys. Goodbye, and stay tuned for another episode of Anno 1404. Thank you, and bye, guys.